Hi, Elias. Saw you doing some extra work out there. Anything in particular you were trying to tune up?
Like I'm always trying to get better, and it's all about feeling good. I feel good. Good practices with the team, and yeah, just want to have a good feeling.
Did you happen to see the Hart Trophy nominees announced this morning?
No, I didn't.
It's Panarin, Draisaitl, and McKinnon. Thoughts on those three players? I mean, you see a lot of McKinnon, obviously a lot of Draisaitl.
Three great players. I admire their game. They've been really good this season, and they deserve to be there.
Thanks.
Next up, we have Brendan Batchelor.
Hey, Elias, hope you're doing well. Just your thoughts on some of the changes we saw with the lines today. And, you've throughout camp been with the same line mates. It seemed like, but some tweaks today. What did you think of, having Tanner Pearson and Brock Besser on your line?
It felt good. Like I don't mind switching around the lines because some days it feels better to play with some other players and the other way around. Besser, I've been playing with a lot, not too much with Tanner, but I know he's a fast power forward and make a lot of good plays and has a good shot.
Also wanted to ask you about, the dress code or lack thereof going into this next phase. You're obviously a guy that likes to wear nice suits, and we've heard from the Minnesota Wild that they're mandating a team dress code. Have you guys talked about that, or what are you looking forward to in that regard in terms of some freedom there?
I don't know. I hope it's something kind of like NBA. Can show all my clothes and all that, but no, jokes aside, I think we're gonna have like some kind of tracksuit. I don't know too much. We'll see.
But you are a guy that would like to be able to show a bit more of your personality by wearing some different things to the rink if you get that opportunity.
Yeah, I like to show up personality and show my style of clothing, but I think we're looking to have a tracksuit of some kind.
Thank you.
Next up, Jim Morris.
Hello, Elias. Thank you for taking the time. Couple quick questions. First of all, I'm sure you've been asked about this before. The whole concept of playing in an arena without fans, you've had a couple scrimmages to sort of experience it. How do you think it's going to affect the games? Will it affect the games? Will it have any impact?
Of course, I think it's going to affect because fans make the game so much more exciting. They bring so much energy and all that. But like I think once the game start, I think you kind of for me, I cancel out all the noise and I cancel out that the stadium or the arena is going to be empty. So I think it is what it is. We just got to deal with it. It's the same for every player in the league. So.
And I know this is your first playoff experience in the NHL, but media has always been a big part of it. And even now we're doing these Zoom conferences. Do you think it's going to be a little more relaxing maybe for you or some of the other players, that there won't be the media coming in the dressing room to talk to you, ask questions, poke and prod like we like to do?
Yeah, it's for sure going to be different. It's different for you guys. You guys sitting, I don't know where you guys sitting, but you're probably sitting in front of a computer. It's new for everyone, and it is what it is, and we just got to do the best out of it. Yeah.
Will you like not having to face us face-to-face every day?
I don't mind it. I think it's I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Elias.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Ben Kuzma.
Elias, we're sitting in the corridor, just so you know where we are. I know how much you miss us, so I'm sitting in front of a computer here. Hey, listen, you've been good friends with Brock for a long time. Elias, you got to skate with him today. Right from the get-go of camp, he seems to be moving really well. The release seems to be there. You know him better than most of us. How excited are you about the potential of not only playing with Brock, but him having a really good series against Minnesota?
I'm really excited for it. Of course, all the practices and the scrimmages, he's been looking really good. I think he looks faster. I think he looks like more, I don't know, comfortable is the right word, but I think he looks way more composed, way more poise in his game, and they play with a lot more confidence. And that's what I think. So I'm excited for it, and I know how much he wants to win against Minnesota, because otherwise he's going to hear a lot from his Minnesota friends.
A lot about today's lines as well, Elias, are probably about trying to formulate a couple of shutdown lines that are so important in the playoffs. And you can certainly see Bowen and Beagle operating in that capacity. Do you think that had a lot to do with the line combinations today? Because as much as you guys have to create offense against Minnesota, you got to be able to shut them down.
Yeah, for sure. If you don't play good defense, it's hard to play good offense. And of course, I think our setup is to have 2 offensive line and more 2 defensive lines. But everybody is got to do their job and work 200 feet on the ice.
You've seen enough of Gaudette already. It's going to be obviously, if these lines stick, Elias, playing with more skilled wingers. What have you made of Gaudette's just improvement here over the last couple of years?
Oh, it's exciting. He works hard. He makes a lot of good plays. He scores some big time goals, and he has a lot of sellies. So I'm excited to see what he brings out next on his next goal.
One last thing for me, Elias. What are you taking into the bubble?
Video game, and then my iPad and computer to watch a lot of Netflix. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Pete Jensen, NHL.com.
Hey, Elias, just a question about the Minnesota Wild. I mean, a lot of the storylines talked about this series is you guys have such a great young core, and they have also some good young players, but of course, the big names like Parise and Suter and Eric Stahl, Matt Zuccarello, guys that you see in the playoffs many, many times through the years. How do you think that the young players like yourself who lead the Canucks, how are you approaching it against a team that you know is very veteran savvy?
Yeah, it's they have a lot more guys that have more experience in playoffs. We're a very young team, but I think like we're all in this together, and like we have a lot of guys that's played in a lot of playoffs games. So like I've been talking with them about like their experience and so on.
Okay, gotcha. And just to be able, I know we're talking a lot about line changes today and the success that you had with Tyler Toffoli and also Tanner Pearson, who you're playing with today. I mean, those guys have won the Stanley Cup before with the LA Kings. How valuable are they to your forward group? Because you guys have all 6 of your top 6 forwards had at least 44 points this year. So you're really loaded, and you have that extra element of that experience too.
Yeah, for sure. I think, of course, our top 6 has scored a lot of points, but it's not like we're a team. Doesn't matter if some guys score more points. It's a team game. Everybody's got to do their job and trying to play their best hockey, because we need every single one.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Next up, Thomas Strantz.
Petey, everyone likes to talk about your shot, but it's not just how hard you shoot it or how accurately, it's also where you're shooting it from. It seems like this season you were getting into higher danger areas a little bit more frequently. How important has that been for you, and how do you sort of view making sure the shots you're taking are the right types of shots?
It's like the game is so fast now, and I've always been telling myself like the higher the harder league I play in, that was a very bad sentence, but the older I get, I need to to have a quicker shot, quick release, because the game is so fast. And that's why I started working a lot on my one-timers. And when I was working a lot on my one-timers, my wrist shot got a lot better and quick release got a lot better. So I'm just trying to be smart out there and always go with my first thought.
Do you think part of it might have been to reacting to how teams were defending you a little bit more? Like, did you have to get inside even more this season now that everyone around the league had seen the one-timer?
Yeah, for sure. Especially on the power play, they were most of the time like guarding the passing lane to me. But I don't mind that, because then it's going to create space for other guys who's on the ice. So just trying to be productive out there.
And you said you're bringing video games in. You'll watch some Netflix. What games in particular? What shows in particular?
I play NHL, NBA 2K, then some Fortnite and Call of Duty. It's a good mix.
And on the Netflix side?
You know, I know what answer you're waiting for. Yeah, we're in season 2 now, me and Bess.
Thanks for the update, bud.
Thank you.